Hey, everybody, thanks so much for tuning in to the WTCF podcast. It's Charlie here and wanted to go ahead and cover this week's intention. Maybe this is something that's helpful to you. So this week it's we fall, we learn, we rise. And the idea behind it is that, again, recognizing that we're going to make some mistakes. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves educated on like why those things didn't pan out in our favor, and then kind of learn to, be more patient or understand something different so we can make some like progress into the thing. And then we rise, like we try again and we try to pick ourselves back up. And a lot of times that can be really, really difficult. Now, the reason the intention came to me was last week I slept through my Monday classes, which is something that I don't think I've ever done. My body just said, nope, you're not waking up. And I missed all of it. And what was great was none of the other members were upset with me. They recognized like how much time and effort that I put into like every single day. And I really push myself. So I think I'm upwards of teaching close to 20 classes a week on top of having a full-time job. The soccer season's about to start, but at least I don't have to coach, but I will do Little Lightning. So I'm very, very busy like all the time. And that's my own fault, right? I went ahead and I chose this life, so I can't be mad at any of that stuff. So what I recognize is that my body just said, nope, you're going to go to sleep and too bad, you're not going to wake up. And it was this nice reminder that I am the one that's the most hard on myself. So again, nobody at the studio was upset with me. They all understood right away what had happened. I had a bunch of phone calls when I woke up and text messages, people just checking in to make sure that I was all right. And I was very thankful for that because it's so out of character for me to not be there. So I definitely appreciate people who are reaching out. And what ended up being really nice about them is for a few moments, they went ahead and did some Kang squats in the parking lot, and they had a chance to talk for a little bit, and then they kind of were like, okay, we're gonna go make a day instead. I was kind of upset, and since then I've been able to make it up to everybody else. So I had that opportunity where I fell, and I did not meet the standards that I wished to set. I ended up learning a whole lot about trying to take better care of myself, and kind of recognizing that I can't go infinite. I do need breaks here and there to basically recharge. So even this weekend, it's my brother's birthday. I am not teaching any classes on Saturday. I subbed out. I canceled barbell club, no barbell club, and I'm just going to go hang out with my brother for his birthday because I need to make sure that I live a life as well. Like it's important to make sure that I can take care of myself in that regard. So again, I've learned a little bit from it, and now I'm hoping to rise back up stronger than I was beforehand. And it's going to be a tough fight because I know that I'm stubborn and I know that I want to go ahead and do it all. And I want to be the one that's responsible for these things, and I want to be able to push myself more. But it's really helpful for me to recognize that I'm going to make some mistakes along the way. But I have a great team of people that I get to work with on a regular basis. I'm thankful every day that they show up and push people really, really hard to do their best. And that's one of the most important things about We the Collective is just making sure that we can build a community of people who are going to be welcoming and recognize that we're going to make mistakes. And instead of trying to just push everybody down saying, well, hey, you need to do all the, hey, we're people, we're going to make mistakes. So again, just taking a little bit of time to make sure that I spoke about it. Also coming up in September, we'll be doing the Soft 30 challenge. So it's like based on 75 hard, but definitely not as hard. It's going to end up being, again, you would just run it for 30 days. If you make a mistake, you don't necessarily start over. You just push for 30 days and you work out 3 days a week for at least 30 minutes. One of them has to be strength training. If you go and work out an hour, that does not negate one of the workouts. You have to have 3 separate ones over that time frame. So over the week, one has to be strength training. Pick a diet and stick to it. So it's going to be, no sugary drinks, remove a lot of processed foods. And if you're like, well, hey, I have milk and that's homogenized, that's processed, and you're like, shut up. That's not the point here. The idea is like milk and cheese and stuff is fine. As long as you can like name most of the ingredients in something, that's probably going to be okay. You don't really need an ingredients list on things like an apple. It contains apple. All right, so those kinds of things to make sure that we're eating pretty healthy. Then no alcohol, no drugs for 30 days. Then it's 2 liters of water a day compared to a gallon. Then it's going to be 10 minutes of reading or an audiobook. And 75 hard, you have to read for 10 minutes from a motivational nonfiction book. So we just said, all right, fine, make it a little bit easier. You can read or do an audiobook. It's preferred that you do nonfiction. And then the last one, you have an option. You can do a progress photo or you can journal. And we do have the We the Collective Facebook page that's out there, and people can use that to go ahead and post that up. So wanted to go ahead and plug that really quick and see if that's something that's going to be really helpful for 30 days. So on that note, we fall, we learn, we rise. Good luck.